So many people are pointing out it doesn't make any sense for the San Antonio Spurs to be held hostage by Kawhi Leonard. It doesn't make any sense for them to trade him within the conference. It doesn't make any sense to trade him to the Lakers, to keep him in the West. And for some, like Brian Windhorst, it doesn't matter because the Lakers don't have the assets to get it done anyway.
I look around the league and look at Boston, and I look at Philadelphia, and even look at Sacramento, which may be willing to dangle the number 2 overall pick. I don't think that the Lakers can make a competitive offer. Kawhi Leonard, even if he intends to, cannot sign an extension with his new team immediately when he gets there. The earliest he could sign is 6 months after. So there would be a threat here and a risk of making a trade for Kawhi Leonard when you were just renting him. And that's going to make it very difficult for the Lakers to get an edge in this trade.
It's hard to envision the Lakers putting together the assets to pull off the deal. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. How do you compete with so much other out? I mean, the Boston Celtics. This is the team sitting on the virtual arsenal, the nuclear arms race of the NBA. In the nuclear arms race of the NBA, the Celtics are the USA. They've got the most ammunition. So how do you beat the Celtics in any kind of deal? Tom Penn, who was just on our show a minute ago, said, well, the Lakers can't.
I'll dismiss the Lakers right away because I just do not foresee any circumstance where Pop and RC send Kawhi to the Lakers to just have him come in purple and gold for the next 5 years.
So if it's the Celtics who have the biggest war chest, if it's the Celtics that can pull off this deal, let me ask you a hypothetical here. You're Danny Ainge. Or if we can do it from the Spurs side and the Celtics side. If your options were to send Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward for Kawhi Leonard, would you do it? Or Jaylen Brown and one of the many of the high picks that the Boston Celtics had for Kawhi Leonard, would you do that? Which would you rather do? You see, you go with Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward obviously have the bigger star power, obviously have more proven throughout the course of their career. But you know what they have less of? Less proven on the floor with the Celtics. We don't know how that team gels. By the way, I left somebody out, right, Cerruti? The proposal is Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, and a pick.
Yeah, just to make it even, like, and you know, we sort of ranked where what the Celtics' assets were, and you know, we had you believe it's Tatum 1, obviously, right?
Yeah, Tatum.
And Jalen's probably 2?
Yeah.
That puts Kyrie and Gordon Hayward at 3-4.
I think if you're ranking the Celtics in their untouchability, right? Danny Ainge's pecking order, I think he would like to hang on to Jason Tatum the most. I think he'd like to hang on to Jaylen Brown second most. And then Kyrie. And look, I know who Kyrie's been throughout his career, but now he comes with 2 things. This injury risk to his knee, and he's a year away from free agency, which he seems very interested in exploring. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown now have shown you real promise in the playoffs, and you got them locked up for several years to come. Keeping the young guys, keeping Rozier and either Tatum or Brown, that's the financially prudent thing to do. You bring in Kawhi, you got to pay him. You're paying Al Horford pretty good money. I mean, if you do it the other way, Kyrie, big money, Gordon Hayward, big money, Kawhi, big money, Horford, pretty big money, that one's going to push you to your financial limits quickly versus keeping together something you know could get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Tatum, Brown, Rozier, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. And now you just add Kawhi to that. So in other words, the proposal is a hypothetical of NBA All-Stars. Kyrie, Hayward, and Kawhi Leonard together versus a team that took LeBron James to 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals, adding Kawhi Leonard. Which deal do you do?
If I'm the Celtics, I think I would rather – I'm with you. I think that Kyrie injury and the future contract situation, that scares me.
I think I keep the young guys, man.
And you're basically replacing a better version of Hayward with Kawhi. So I'm not really that worried about that. And then keep the young guys. The only thing is –
guys. Look, man, at this point, it's proven. It's not a hypothetical anymore how good they can be, and it's more financially prudent.
I just wonder if the Spurs do that. I think the Spurs are going to want one of those guys.
The young guys?
The young guys.
So if I say the Celtics say to the Spurs, we'll give you Kyrie and Hayward, you think the Spurs say no to that deal?
I mean, I'd be scared of re-signing Kyrie, and yeah, I like Hayward as a piece, but I would much rather have Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, and then whatever is after that. I would need one of those foundational young pieces.
I'm thinking the Kyrie Hayward deal actually works both ways. Pretty good for the Spurs, pretty good for the Celtics.